Welcome back to New York, everyone. Now, if you guys ended up seeing that last game against the Braves, no, you didn't. That was extremely embarrassing because, man, that was really bad. We ended up losing 13-2, and a lot of that was because of us, unfortunately. It was really bad, too, that the game ended up glitching out the first time we ended up playing them, and we had to restart and then have this horrible start, but we'll put that aside. And the good news about that is the fact that I have ordered a new Xbox, which is really great. Bad news is it has not gotten here yet. Therefore, we're going to have to continue to play this on the Xbox One and have that chance of it actually glitching out again. But I'm actually going to be a little hopeful that that's not going to end up happening. Now, looking forward, it looks like we have a 4-game set against Philadelphia. Now, I would imagine that we're not going to be pitching until this first game against Washington, but there have been times before where they ended up throwing us out there a little early. But really hoping that's going to be Washington because they're only 53-69, and Philadelphia's 83-38. Feel like we get absolutely shelled like we did against Atlanta, but again, you never know. Fingers crossed we'll take this game against Washington because that means that we do get a practice in too. We have a chance to get a little bit better. So let's simulate ahead. Let's see what game we're going to end up starting and see what we can do to improve as a player. Now, looking at the series, looks like we're split right now. We can win it. We do not. That is a 4-game split, which is actually really great considering the fact that, again, we are in the running for a wild card spot, and we were playing a team that is extremely far over 500. So, looking at this, though, we are going to work on the velocity of our slurve, though. Obviously, it will end up improving a bit, and we do throw our slurve quite a bit, especially when we are later in counts, and also as an out pitch to be able to get those strikeouts. And also looking at that, too, the Ks per 9 will go up to 40, and that is a nice little improvement for us. And it does look like we are taking that first game against Washington, and we're looking at a somewhat cold lineup here. I mean, you got Abrams, Rosario, Hassel, and House. All cold, and they are kind of bookending the order there, 1, 2, and 8, 9. But Lane Thomas and Stone Garrett are hot right now. And also looking at it too, looks like they have Pete Alonso. I didn't see that. I was wondering why he wasn't on the Mets, but now we see why. So it looks like we got Pete and Joey in the 3 and 4 hole. We're going to have to watch out there. That's a lot of power. Hopefully we can get a couple strikeouts against Joey though. But we'll see. Taking on Mackenzie Gore and Washington in Washington. Let's see if we can really make up for our really bad loss against the Braves. Sorry for the confused face with that. It's just that I wanted to call that start something much worse, but, you know, having to go back and actually, edit that out and take out the soundbite to be able to censor myself takes a couple extra seconds in editing, and, well, I just don't want to do that. But again, let's see if we can really make up for that last loss, because that was definitely the worst start that we've had in this game, in general. So it looks like we're taking C.J. Abrams first, and honestly, this is really cool because he ends up bunting for, nope, and out. But I was going to say, one of the best baseball cards that I ever got in a pack was a C.J. Abrams. It was a signed one, it was out of 25, and my goodness, man, that was back when he got drafted to the Padres, and I know they ended up getting, Abrams for, the Soto deal, if I'm not mistaken. So he went over there, and I unfortunately sold the card before he went to the Nationals, and it looks like he's going to be a really good player too. Much more than I can say for myself here because we are 3-0. But yeah, again, so I'll always cheer for C.J. Abrams, really just for that fact alone. Either way, though, let's try to get out of this. 3-1, that was not a good start, but thankfully we work it to a full count. And you know how I said we're working on that slurve during practice? What do you say we do that right here and we pick up that first strikeout? That's what I'm talking about right there. Rosario goes down, and now we just have to take on Alonso. Always kind of a tall task, but hey, as long as we don't really keep it down the middle, I think we're going to be fine. You know, there's a good chance that if it's down and in, he's not going to be able to golf swing this one out, right? Then again, we also don't want to walk him. We do want to challenge him. So let's go with that changeup. There we go. That's good. At least we didn't go to 3-0 again. That would have been a really bad way to start. Let's go with the fastball this time. Let's challenge him. Oh, no. Yeah, I was going to say, that's pretty bad. But thankfully, that is just a line out to the center fielder. The solid contact that he got there is not going to be shown in the box score. So let's go. Joey Gallo hitting .233 right now. In that box right there is red. That's not good for us. Let's see if we can keep it out. Yeah, I think that's one way to kind of get Joey out is be able to keep those balls out, especially when, especially against a lefty like him too. You know what I mean? I only say that because the natural swing for them is really to hit that down and in and everything. And thankfully, even though that slurve went pretty much down the middle right there, end up fouling that off, and I think we're going to finish with the split outside. I think we can get him swinging on this one. Looks good. That's what I'm talking about. Second strikeout of the game, first out of the inning. And we're really cruising here. Again, really glad we ended up picking up this start and not the one against Philly. That circle change is going to be a little low, and we are unfortunately pumping up that pitch count a little bit more. Not what you want to see. Going to 2-0 again, man. And it's not necessarily that we're, like, extremely inaccurate here. We're just not getting the corners. We're not hitting them. But there we go. So let's go. 2 outs. Let's just get out of this one. Lane Thomas, he is hot right now, unfortunately. That slurve does not stay in the zone. And he's not going to swing at that either. I don't blame him. I don't blame him on that. I blame him on that one either. Yeah, that fastball is just way too inside. Trying to brush him off the plate a little bit. And man, we can't even get the circle change over there either. Let's see if we can get that split on the outside corner. There we go. At least we end up getting that. That had no break whatsoever. So let's go with the fastball. Just not right down the middle. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's going to be a ground out to the second baseman, despite the fact that it looked like we were going to end up walking him there. And we get out of this inning 1-2-3. Stone Garrett, huh? Let's see. Just like everyone else, he's going to get that slurve. Let's go. This time it didn't break and it ended up being a strike. That's beautiful. Let's go with the fastball on the outer half too. Let's see if he'll chase that. Well, that wasn't the outer half. That was right down the middle again. And thankfully, that is going to be a ground out. That also does allow us to preserve our pitch count too. That's pretty nice. But not circle changes like that. Unfortunately, those do dip out of the zone a little bit. Again, when we throw those just a little bit late like that too, it's going to unfortunately happen. So he gets that fastball a little up and out. That's good. So that sets up for the slurve down and in. That looks good. He's going to swing through that, and now that's going to allow us to actually go for that split down and out again. It worked against Joey. It's going to work against Robert here. Oh, no, it won't. Oh, yes, it will. Bad split. That was a bad swing, too. So I guess they even each other out. Third strikeout of the game. And now it's time for Brady House. What do you say we give him a slurve, too? That's like our test pitch. That one actually hit the zone this time. It's actually really nice. Let's go with the fastball this time. That looks good. And he's going to swing at that too. Surprising. But again, he is a little cold, so it makes sense. What do you say we get him with that slurve down and out? Let's finish him with that. Uh-oh. Well, not great, but at least that is going to be a ground out. He's got a little bit of speed over there. That's fair. But again, pretty good play right there by the second baseman. And we get out of that 1-2-3 again. And this one is looking like a pitcher's duel right now. And so we just need to keep playing our game, huh? And circle change is not a strike for some reason. Ooh, CJ actually has 28 stolen bases already. Impressive, friend. Impressive. Unfortunately, you're not going to get the chance there because that's going to be a ground out to the shortstop. And let's go, 1 out. Let's see if we can get Rosario again. We're actually going to go with the fastball up and in to start. That is not up and in. That is right down the middle, but it's going to be a nice catch by the right fielder, and we got 2 quick outs. Now we got Pete. Good old Pete and Pete. Anyone ever watch that back in the day? I don't know if any of you guys ever used to watch like Nickelodeon like back in the day, like in the 90s and stuff. But if anyone ever used to watch that show, Pete and Pete, let me know down in the comments, man. That was a great show, though. It was ridiculous. Just like that non-strike call right there, because Lord knows that was right in the zone. Don't know what you're looking at, buddy. That could have been taken a mile. That was really bad, but thankfully he didn't swing at that because it was 2-0. Now let's get him with the split. There you go, Petey. Now what do you say we get him with that fastball up and in? I feel like he thinks that we're going to go with a slurve on this, so let's hit him with that one. Let's see if we can fake him out. Well, we didn't fake him out on that one, but it's going to be a pop out to the right fielder. Glad that hung up there enough for him to be able to get there. And that's going to be another 1-2-3 inning. We're cruising here. And our offense rewards us with a 5 spot. That is awesome. So again, if there's anything that we learned from facing Gallo in that first inning, it's keep the ball down and out. He has a hard time hitting those. See what I mean? That one was actually a little too centered. But still, he was able to foul that one off. And that's pretty good. That's a lot better than him hitting it over the fence. I want to know. I want to know. Where was that at? That is insane. There we go. We get him to swing on the slurve, though. That should have been strike 3. So we're going to go with the split down and out. Honestly, if we hit that spot again, dude, he'll swing through it. No, yeah, he ain't going to swing at that, though. So I know I said I like throwing down and out against him, but I'm going to challenge him to go with that slurve down and in. It's maybe dumb, but... yeah. But you know what? That's okay. It allowed him to get out, and at least that's not a base runner. Would have been nice to strike him out, but you know what? We challenged him, and we got him right there. Let's go. I don't know if he did that on the pitch or if that was on the swing, but either way, at least we got the strike. I'll be happy about that. Not happy about how far inside that one was, but we can still get him out here. Come on, Ruiz. No, that's... oh, he actually swung at that. That was a little bad. I was worried because I knew that we were kind of throwing that a little out of the zone. But thankfully, he fouled that off. Now, let's get him to swing at a slur or at a split. Down and out. Not going to happen. He's not gonna fall for that again. He ain't going to fall for that again. I'm actually going to go for the circle change down and out again. Honestly, we've been doing really well when we hit the outside corner. Yeah, but that is not the corner. That is the other batter's box. So let's go with the slurve here and let's finish him off. It's the one we worked on in practice. And that does get us an out. Not a strikeout, but it's an out. And now Lane Thomas stands in our way of getting out of this inning. Let's go. Great slurve, and that is going to be a nice play by Moncada. And that is 3 outs in the 5th. Looking really good so far, not saying a damn thing, but look at that right there. We got that 5-run lead. All right, Stone, you got the stones for this one? I know, that's a bad joke. Oh, no. Oh, yes. Let's go. We left that a little too much in the zone, but thankfully it was called the strike, and he did not go with a full swing at that one. Good split on that one. Honestly, had some pretty decent action, but unfortunately did not result in a strike. That's all right. We got a 1-1 count. We're looking pretty good. You bet he swings at that one, and now you know what we go with every single time. Let's go with that slurve down and out. Finish him off. Oh, that is not. That's okay, though. You know what? That was a good spot. That's where we wanted it. So let's go with the split down and out, too. Oh, no. And that unfortunately ruins the... yeah. And that is going to be a double. And now they got a base runner. But again, it is 5-0. At least we have a really big lead here. We just need to make sure that he doesn't score. That's very unfortunate considering the fact that we could have had a strikeout there. But... you know what? That's okay. Okay, I'm so sorry. Just quickly. You saw him call that fair after he called that foul, right? Either way, let's get back into this. Sorry, I didn't want to get a pitch clock violation. My bad. It's alright. Alright, 1-on-1 count, though. We're looking pretty good still. Again, these last two guys are cold in their lineup. As you can tell by that swing and miss right there. Let's go with the slurve down and in. Looking good. It's going to be a ground out. Holds him at second. And there we go. We got 1 out now. So let's finish off the bottom of the order here. Let's see if we can actually strike someone out here. Why not? Wow. So I can't tell if it's the down in the zone that he doesn't like or if it's the... I don't even know. But either way, at least that's a ground out. We got 2 outs now. CJ has grounded out twice now. One of them on a bunt. Let's see if we can add a strikeout to that as we get a foul ball on the first pitch. And we hit him with the slurve down and then we got this. He's not going to swing at that, though. You know what we haven't thrown in a while, though? Fastball. There we go. Yeah, he was looking off speed there. You can tell by how late he was on that pitch. And honestly, hit him with an up and in fastball. I know it sounds crazy, but it might just work. No. Yes! Wow. That was bad. But it ended up good. So, f it. What's wrong with that? Oh, I'm going to have to edit that out now. but totally worth it. We're looking really good in the 7th inning right now. Dude, if we can get the complete game, imagine. Imagine. And when we get one pitch outs like that, we're looking really good. And that might actually allow us to go pretty deep because 72 pitches. 72 pitches. We are looking really good so far. If only we can keep that in the zone. But we got Pete up here. We're going to have to be extremely careful. And we also need to not walk him right away either. That would be nice. No beach balls. But also, got to keep one in the zone. I think once we walk someone, he's going to start to warm someone up. That's all right. We end up getting that. We get it to a 3-1 count. And let's go with the changeup again. It's been one of our best pitches. And unfortunately, it allows us to give up the hit. At least we didn't give him a free pass, though. And that does get him to first. And we got a chance for an inning-ending double play. Yes, I was having a hard time saying inning-ending. Either way, we got the split on the outside corner there. You love that. We can go with the changeup, too. He's going to swing through that one. And you know what, Joey? You deserve that split outside, too. Ground ball or a strikeout. Or neither. At a 1-2 count, I'm actually going to go fastball up and in again. Why not? Brush him off the plate. Or we just get him to swing and miss at that one. An 89-mile-an-hour fastball right at, what, chest belt area? But at least that's 2 outs now. And now we just got to get Ruiz out. We got this. Maybe. It's all right. Again, yeah, we're getting tired, I know. But you know what? We need to finish this game, damn it. Not that I don't trust our bullpen. I mean, we got a 6-run lead. It's not about that. It's just the fact that I'm really selfish. And there we go. We get out of the 7th inning right there. 6-0 still. Giving up 2 hits now. But hopefully we can go the next 2. He's allowing us to go out there. I appreciate that, Coach. I love it. And there we go. Oh, no. You could have dove for it, man, you know. Come on, Makata. But again, that is me just being a little selfish there. My bad. There we go. We got a good strike on the split there. Wasn't exactly where we wanted it, but let's see if we can get a ground ball right here. That's beautiful. If he would have swung at that, that would have been a ground ball. Didn't realize we just got another run, too. But let's get him with the slurve. Down and out. He ain't going to swing at that. That's okay, though. You know what he will swing at, though? Fastball up and in. Get him. No? He doesn't. Okay. Let's go slurve one more time. Awesome sequence. Finish him off right there. You've got to be kidding me. That is right there. But then again, he's called worse pitches, strikes, or balls. But there we go. Thank you. Don't you dare. Don't you dare argue that shit. Are you kidding me? We struck you out pitches ago. Yeah, that, bro, I would have even swung at that. And you're going to take us out on a strikeout? Coach, come on now. At least let us get the inning-ending double play. But at least we go 7 1/3. Yes, we do have a base runner on right there. But I think we can actually preserve the shutout here. And hopefully we can get this dub against Washington. Well, it looks like I had no reason to be worried. We end up taking that dub 7-0. And let's go. We got our 5th win of the season. And in a good fashion, too. I mean, we only gave up 3 hits in that. We had no walks. 7 1/3, 6 strikeouts. Just phenomenal. Phenomenal comeback after one of the worst starts that I've ever seen anyone kind of named after me throw. Either way, though, glad we ended up taking the win. 15 hits from our offense today. They only had 3. And man, we walk away with a 7-0 victory. And thankfully that lowers our ERA closer to the 3 mark. And our whip is down at a 1.21. Really great way to recover from that game against Atlanta. But it looks like our next start may be that last game against Detroit on Sunday, which means we're only going to be on about 4 days rest, which is a little rough, but honestly, I think we're going to be okay. We'll see how we do in the first 2 games against Detroit, and hopefully that can set us up for a big win on Sunday. So we'll simulate forward. Let's get to our next start. We'll see how we do against Washington, pick up another win. We sweep them, which is great, but we lose to Detroit in the first game. And it looks like they may have pushed up our start. Not great because now we're going to be on shorter rest. But still, we're going to be okay here. Looks like we got a lineup that is a little cold too. Their 2 and 4 hitters are warm. So it's going to be a little tough. Looks like we've been winning a couple lately, so you know what? That might put us in the hunt, and I know we're getting closer to the end of the season, so hopefully we can add to our win total here. And we got our second road game here, and this one being in Detroit. You know, I know a lot of people say some bad things about Detroit, but honestly, it's a really beautiful field, and you know, it pains me to say that because I'm a White Sox fan, and you know, AL Central, but still. Awesome team, awesome stadium, and thankfully we get the chance here to pick up our 6th victory. But we got the bad man, Akil Baddoo here. So let's see what we can do to strike him out. I will say it's going to be a pretty tough game despite the fact that their record is right around ours. You can see we're right there, about 4 games back of the NL wildcard, which is actually insane considering the fact that we're 10 games under 500. That just shows how incredible the division leaders are actually doing. Either way, though, I realized that this is actually our 129th game of the season, which means we only have a handful of starts left, and that is going to be a ground out to the second baseman. But a handful of starts before the end of the season. If we can get to the playoffs in our first season up here, that would be absolutely incredible. It's going to be a little tough. Again, we are 4 games back of that wild card spot. With about, what would that be, 33 games left after this one? So it's going to be a little tough. Speaking of a little tough, I did not see Bregman in their lineup. I should have looked at that a little bit closer. Wonder how he is in this game. Hopefully better than the umpire for not calling that circle change a strike. That is 2 games in a row now that we just haven't been getting those. Thankfully, Bregman didn't get that one right there because that was hanging where we didn't want it to hang. And we've seen, especially in that Atlanta game, that can hurt us a lot, unfortunately. Either way, let's just make sure that we can get Bregman out here. Thankfully, he fouls that one off, I think off his foot, too. So let's see if we can get him swinging on the slurve here. Again, that's what we worked on in practice. Let's see if it can pay off. Let's finish him. We're not going to when we throw it that late, though. All right, full count, 2 outs. I think the changeup is in order here. Let's finish him down and in. Get him. He's not even going to look. He's not even going to swing at that. Pardon me. He's just going to look at it, and that's going to be out number 3 of the inning. And we got lucky on that one. But I don't think we're going to be that lucky with the rest of this lineup, though. Kerry Carpenter here. We're not going to hit that spot on the outside, unfortunately. We're going to go back to the changeup because I want redemption for that horrible one that we just threw to Bregman. I mean, that was a really good one, don't get me wrong, but unfortunately not called a strike. Yikes. Good slurve right there. So let's go with the fastball. Outer half. He swings at that, and that's going to be a great play by Lindor. That's going to be the first out of the inning. And now we got Colt Keith, who is an all-star this year. Absolutely incredible. Now let's see if we can strike out an all-star this year. That's going to be my test right here. If we can strike out an all-star, that means we can be an all-star next year. That's my hope. And if we keep leaving things hanging like that, no, he's going to hit a home run off of us. Either way, let's go for the changeup down and away. Ain't going to swing at that, and that is not going to hit the plate. I'm actually going to go for the split here. We'd get to really throw it much. Down and out again. Finish him. Ah, no! And unfortunately, that gets through the infield. And, oh, he's going for 2? He got 2 on that one. Impressive. I am surprised at that. That is unfortunate. Now we have to really kind of do this ourselves now. Let's see if we can get a strikeout here and make sure that he does not advance to third. I mean, dude doesn't even have great speed either. He's sitting at 55. That's rough. I don't know how he was able to get that over there, but good for him regardless. There we go. 2-1 count now, despite the fact that that was not going to be a cold strike, especially the way they've been calling it. Flinched at the slurve, and we're very thankful for that. So let's go with that changeup once more. Let's finish him there. Yes, he did. And let's finish him. Let's go. Still a guy on second, but feel a lot better with 2 outs now. Just need to make sure that Torkelson does not drive him in. Not good. Fastball? Maybe? No. Okay, we just need to calm down a little bit. We're a little rattled by someone on second, and we shouldn't be. We've been in this situation before. Besides, our offense has been doing pretty well lately, and I really trust them to be able to pick up some runs here. But it would be nice to not walk anyone. That is one streak that I would like to continue. As he thankfully looks at the slurve. Let's do that one more time, but do this one a little more out. Oh my gosh, that is not. That was a horrible, horrible full count pitch. That's all right. Still got the bottom of the order, though, and that's good for us, thankfully. That slurve just caught the corner. We're very thankful for that, too. Thankful for a lot of things here. Just like that ground ball right there, and that's going to get us out of the inning, thankfully. We avoid disaster, and now we're going to go into the third inning. Again, with that same tie. Unfortunately, that is the case. We got Javi. All right. Let's have him swing at some... Oh, no. I was going to say swing at some outside pitches, because that is what he'll swing at all the time. And unfortunately, we left that there for a double. And we're back to the top. We're not even going to get that corner. That's rough. And I guess that was more the bottom of the zone. Hey, same exact spot, but thankfully we got the call on that one. Not on that one, though. Released that one weird. You can see that out of his hand, too, which is actually really cool. I'm not going to lie. Nice. Okay, he's going to advance to third. We'll get the out, though. Got one out. That means that we really need to get the strikeout right here. We can't allow any kind of base hits. We can't allow any kind of hit, really. Unless it's, at someone who's playing in. We need to be able to get the out at home if he ends up going home. Man, again, we would really, really love that strikeout. That is going to be a pop out, potentially over to him at first. That's perfect, actually. That is not going to advance him. And now we got 2 outs. Let's go. Now let's get Bregman. We've already got him once today. Let's get him again. There we go. We actually start out pretty well with a slurve inside, which means we're going to go to the fastball inside now. He's going to inside out that one. Oh, gosh. Thank you. It looked like he was going to let that drop, but that is not going to be the case. And we get out of that one with no runs. And man, after a leadoff double, you'll love to see that. And that is a 2-spot right there from the offense. That is a great way to start this 4th inning. Just like that changeup right there that he just swings straight through. Let's go with that slurve down and in. Well, whatever you want to call that. And let's go with the fastball down and out. He's looking off speed here. Or not. He's just not going to swing. And I can't blame him. That was a little low. Speaking of low, I thought the split might get him. Not going to be the case. Let's go slurve down and in again. He'll swing at this one. Oh. Oh! Look at that, baby! Look at that! Like a cat! Let's go! And I thought we were below average fielding. But we are, because I can't throw the ball to a base, unfortunately. But man, he can definitely snag those right there. Why did you need to crow hop to throw to first when you were 20 feet away from him? Either way, we get the second out right there. And now let's see if we can end Bowers right here, and let's finish him off. Let's go. Nope. Close so. Good pitch, but not where we wanted it. Same with the fastball. Let's go with the slurve. Why not? It's been our best pitch. But not good enough there. 3-1, pardon me, not 3-0, thankfully. That would have been bad. That would have been a walk. Let's go with the circle change. We'll finish him off right here. Yeah, he ain't going to swing at that one, though. So we end up walking Bowers, and now we're going to have to face Torkelson one more time. That's okay. As long as we don't throw any mistake pitches down the middle, we're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. We got 2 outs. I am not worried. Although maybe I should be. It's a little rough. He did walk earlier, didn't he? He might do it again. I don't know how we're just missing. There we go. Right down the middle, unfortunately, but at least it's a strike. Slurve down the middle. That's another strike. Change up down and in. That's another strike. Damn. Sorry, I thought I was going to get it on that one. That's okay. Let's go slurve one more time. Let's finish him off. That looks really good. And thankfully, that's going to be a ground out to the third baseman. And we get out of this jam. Still, with no runs. We're looking good today. Maybe not as good as we did against the Nationals, but we're still looking pretty good. Just an absolute cockshot there. You gotta love that. Let's go with the changeup, though. Oof. Another ground out to the third baseman. Oh, yeah, let's go. All right, Javi. We're actually going to throw this outside for you this time. How's that sound? That wasn't... Okay, well, that wasn't, but... Oh, we got to be fancy. Look at that. On the run. And we got 2 outs now. I don't know why I can't get it outside on him. Either way, let's get this out right here. And, man, that's going to be... Never mind. I was going to say that was going to be a quick one, but nope. A 1 count. Let's get Baddoo outside here. That's looking good. He's going to swing at that. And I'm actually going to go fastball up and in. Let's see if he swings at this. Oops. Okay. Note to self. Do not throw up and in fastballs to Baddoo. He will end up hitting doubles. So, now we're back in another little jam. That thankfully we just got out of on 1 pitch. And that'll end the 5th inning. Still, got the shutout intact right now, even though we probably shouldn't the way that we're playing. But, hey, we still got the 2-0 lead, though. And back to Bregman. Let's go. 3, 4, 5. We got the heart of the order, unfortunately. But, hey, you know what? At least we're throwing strikes this time. You'll love to see that. Can we do it with the changeup, too? Yes, we can, because he swings at it. Let's go fastball up and into Bregman. He's looking slurve. Well, no. He wasn't. He saw the fastball, but he popped that out to the left fielder. Thankfully, he was in enough where it kind of jammed him. But now we're back to Carpenter. Let's go. Oh, not a good pitch. Not a good way to start against the 4-hitter. That's all right. We do have 1 out again. No one on base. We do not get that outside corner. We have wasted so many pitches out there. And unfortunately, the way that our pitch count is going up, this might be our last inning. But who knows? We're at 75 right now. And again, we are on short rest, I think. Which is not great. Just like that fastball, not great. But we're going to be fine, because I bet you we can get him on a strikeout here with that split down and out. We'll finish him off. Sit down. Ooh, we got a piece of it. But still, round out to third baseman. 2 outs now. Let's see if we can finish off Keith right here. Again, he was an all-star this year. Let's see if we can strike him out. No more base hits from him. Excuse me? Okay, I guess you do want to make this game realistic, don't you? Oh, swings through the slurve. That is a beautiful, beautiful pitch. You'll love to see that. Uh-oh. Thankfully, he fouls that one off. He was looking for an off-speed. And now let's finish him with the circle change down and out. He'll swing at it. Yeah, he will, because it's not where we wanted it. But at least it's a line out to the left fielder. And if that's where the day ends, again, we didn't give up a run, so I'm happy about that. He might put us out there for 1 or 2 hitters, but we'll see. And he does, and we're facing 6, 7, 8. I would not imagine him to keep us out there for this for that long. Only, again, because we are at 82 pitches right now. So, again, let's just try to get out of this pretty quickly. It would be nice if we would get a call, but apparently that is not something that they want to do. We are on the road, so I should kind of expect it. Now, that one is a strike. I don't know how you can call that a ball, but they did. They did. But, ooh, come on, recover. He does, and he ends up getting the out at first. Nice job by Moncada over there. And recovers for that one. Thankfully, that saved us after going 3-0. Now, we can't give Torkelson another walk here. 7-hitter. I'm not too worried about him getting a base hit. So, let's challenge him a little bit. We did with that fastball. And that actually hit a really good spot. Now, can the changeup do the same thing? It sure can. But that is going to be a base runner, and I think that is going to potentially end our day because we are getting close to 90 pitches. And every time I say that, it is not. But we can get a little double play right here. That'd be great. Let's go. We got the 8-hitter. Just got to keep the ball in the zone. Like that right there. That's where we needed it. Let's go with the changeup again. Let's induce that ground ball double play. Or a foul ball. That's fine too. And now let's go with the slurve down and out. We haven't had a strikeout in a while. So let's do it right here. Or we can just leave that one so far off the plate that no one wants to swing at it. Split. Oh! Oh, what a play! What a play! And that gets us out of the inning. The line out and tag out. The unassisted double play. I love that. That's definitely not something you see every day. And here comes Bickford. Let's see if you can keep this shutout going, and let's see if we can get the dub. And no shutout, but we do get the win. Diaz gets his 29th save of the season, and we go to 6-2. And I think that means that we potentially could win this series against Detroit too. Well, look at that, 7 full innings, 4 hits, 2 strikeouts, unfortunately, but only 2 walks too. He wasn't necessarily giving us much on the corners, so not happy about that, but still, you know what, only 2 walks with calls like that. We'll take that, and another great quality start by us too. So we get the shutout in Washington, and now we get another great win against Detroit in Detroit. I know it didn't end up being a shutout, but still, 7 innings, 0 runs, counting that as a shutout for us. That brings our ERA down to a 2.83. We're back under 3, which is great. 1.17 whip. We are 6-2 as well, which is great. Only 38 strikeouts in 54 innings, but still, not too bad, and we're doing extremely well. It does look like our next game is probably going to be against, honestly, probably against Washington again. I know that's what they have lined us up for. They had us lined up for the game on the 24th as well, so who knows? We might end up taking this last game against Texas. Hopefully not. Hopefully we can face Washington again, but this one going to be at home, and that would be nice to be able to get a nice win against a division rival in front of that home crowd. That would be extremely nice. So we'll see what we end up getting there. I think this is where we're going to end it. Again, we're looking pretty good as a team. We played 129 games this season. We are 60-69. And looking at the standings, again, looking at that, that is the reason why 9 games under 500, we are 3 games out of the wild card. I mean, looking at Philadelphia, they're 28.5 games ahead of us. The Dodgers are 23.5 games ahead of Arizona. That just means that they've won so many games this year that there aren't many wins left for the rest of us. But as you can see, we're still going to be fine. We had that chance to be able to get into the playoffs, and I'm really hoping that in our first season that could happen. I can't believe I'm saying this, but the Dodgers have 98 wins already. 98-33. That is insane. And again, we are 3.5 games back right now, and that's really only because we already just played. They haven't, I don't think, simulated the other games yet, so we'll see. Looks like we're coming for the Reds, though. They're the team to definitely beat. We do need to, kind of leapfrog over the Cardinals, but it looks like the Diamondbacks and the Braves have kind of clinched their spots, too. I mean, shouldn't say that because that's only, 10 games back with, again, 32, 33 games left in the season, but still, they're pretty firmly entrenched there. Either way, we'll just take over the Reds, we'll take over the Cardinals, and hopefully we'll get into the postseason. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to go down and drop a like. If you're new, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.